Here's the real question about Tesla Model 2. Aside from being cheap, what hidden features will it bring to the table? Recent leaks and updates suggest that technologies Tesla has been quietly testing on the Cybertruck, the Robotaxi program, and its brand new charging systems could soon make their way into the Model 2. Could this budget EV actually end up packing smarter charging, wireless tech, and even next-gen autopilot features? Would paying less still get you the full Tesla experience? We'll break it all down in today's video. You're watching AutoGearshift, the channel that doesn't just recycle Tesla headlines, but digs into the tech, the numbers, and what it really means for drivers like you. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Help us reach 8,579 subscribers today. Be part of the shift, and don't miss what's coming next. How is Tesla MultiPass the key to a seamless global charging network for Model 2 owners? Tesla has quietly introduced a new charging feature called MultiPass, first rolled out in the Netherlands and discovered in the Code of Tesla app, version 4.47.0. This system allows drivers to pay for charging sessions at third-party stations directly through their Tesla account, using the Tesla keycard as the payment method. A simple tap of the card on a compatible charger initiates the session, with costs billed the same way as a supercharger visit. Every session, whether Tesla-owned or third-party, appears inside the Tesla app, consolidated in the charging history. The app can also be used to locate third-party chargers or even start a session remotely if the driver doesn't have the card on hand. MultiPass is expected to expand beyond the Netherlands to other countries, beginning with Europe, where third-party DC fast chargers are widespread due to regulatory structures, before eventually reaching North America and other markets. The move comes right after Tesla launched superchargers for businesses, enabling companies to purchase and brand Tesla charging hardware. And it reflects Tesla's broader push to make charging more accessible. For drivers of the upcoming Model 2, the most affordable Tesla yet, this could be critical. Buyers in the $25,000 segment are more likely to depend on public infrastructure and need a frictionless, low-cost way to charge wherever they are, without juggling multiple accounts or payment systems. The system requires a one-time activation of each keycard for MultiPass use, done by selecting the feature in the Tesla app and tapping the card on an NFC reader. Once activated, the keycard essentially becomes a payment credential, potentially extending beyond charging to Tesla-branded locations like the Tesla Diner. By combining NFC technology with Tesla's existing payment system, the company positions MultiPass as more than just a convenience. It could evolve into a universal Tesla wallet. This builds on a series of improvements Tesla has been rolling out for third-party charging access. In Europe, reliable third-party chargers already appear on the in-car navigation, while in North America, the 2025.2 update added some external stations to Tesla Maps, though the integration is still behind Europe's standard. Tesla has also partnered with sites that integrate its API, allowing drivers to see real-time parking availability at those locations. These changes matter, because while superchargers remain the gold standard in speed and reliability, gaps in coverage still exist, and third-party networks like Rivian's Adventure Network, Ionity, and Electrify America can fill them. Tesla isn't stopping there. Alongside MultiPass, the company is preparing faster V4 superchargers, a virtual queuing system that lets drivers wait for a stall without physically lining up, and even new features to identify if a supercharger site requires valet parking or paid access. All of this signals a clear strategy. As Tesla prepares the Model 2 for mass-market release, it must solve the charging problem at scale. MultiPass could be the feature that makes every charger feel like a Tesla charger, and that's exactly the kind of hidden advantage that could make the Model 2 work for everyday drivers. Curious how Tesla's latest tech will make the Model 2 stand out from the rest of the lineup? We've got plenty more videos diving into every angle of the Model 2 on our channel, so check them out. Don't forget to drop a comment below with the topics you want us to cover next, We're listening and ready to dig deeper into the Tesla features that matter most to you. We're not done yet. Let's move on. How could Model 2 become Tesla's first mass-market car with wireless charging? The Cybertruck arrived as the most advanced Tesla yet, equipped with headline technologies like steer-by-wire steering, power-share vehicle-to-load capability, an 800-volt architecture for faster charging, and a 48-volt electrical backbone that Tesla says will eventually spread across the lineup. But while nearly all of these innovations are confirmed to migrate into future vehicles, one feature did not survive the development cycle: wireless EV charging. Although the truck was initially designed with connectors to accommodate the technology and early prototypes were built, Chief Engineer Wes Merrill confirmed that it was abandoned before production. The reason, he explained, comes down to physics and efficiency. The Cybertruck's unusually high ground clearance created too much distance between the underbody and the charging pad on the ground. Inductive charging is highly sensitive to that gap, and in testing, the large air pocket reduced energy transfer to the point of being impractical. To compensate, the charging pad would have needed to be raised at least 6 inches, which Merrill called unrealistic and bulky for both home garages and public sites. He summarized the decision bluntly: wireless charging for something as far off the ground as the CT is silly. In the end, wireless charging on the Cybertruck never advanced beyond the prototype stage, much like the shelved range extender concept. That doesn't mean Tesla has given up on the idea. Instead, the company has shifted its wireless charging program toward platforms where the physics make sense, starting with the upcoming Cybercab Robotaxi. With its low and uniform ride height, the Cybercab solves the clearance problem that killed the Cybertruck's attempt and offers the perfect use case: an autonomous fleet that requires seamless, unattended charging to stay in service. This explains why Tesla's latest updates to the Model S, Model X, and even the new Model Y Performance and YL have dropped the wireless connectors seen on early Cybertruck builds. The immediate goal is to refine the technology for commercial deployment, but the long-term opportunity may rest with the Model 2. Compact, affordable, and designed with lower ground clearance, it could become the first mass-market Tesla to ship with wireless charging. At a starting price of $25,000, Model 2 buyers are expected to rely heavily on public infrastructure, where the convenience of parking and powering up without cables could be a decisive selling point. In other words, Tesla hasn't abandoned wireless charging. It has simply delayed it until the right platform arrives, and the Model 2 may be the car that finally brings this futuristic feature to everyday drivers. As Tesla gears up for the Model 2 launch, hidden features like MultiPass and the potential for wireless charging could completely change what it means to own a $25,000 Tesla. Will the Model 2 make public charging effortless? Could wireless charging finally become a reality for everyday drivers? And how much of the Cybertruck and Robotaxi tech will trickle down to this mass-market EV? We want to hear your thoughts. Would you use MultiPass at third-party chargers? Do you see wireless charging as a game-changer for your daily commute? Drop your answers in the comments below. Stay ahead of the Tesla curve. Subscribe to AutoGearshift, tap the notification bell, and join our community as we uncover every hidden feature and breakthrough. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.